3, 2, 1. So, hello and welcome to the YouTube channel. My name is Abdul Sulayman, and in this video, I'll be quickly reviewing SBD's latest collection, which will be the Phantom. Now, every single person has been screaming for this all black collection for a very long time. Every single person on the Instagram page is literally all black, all black, all black. So SBD is finally listened. I received my package from SBD. They did like a little influencer box this time, which is pretty cool. As soon as I got it, I couldn't wait, started opening it up and everything. So I got the Phantom box, which is really cool. I'll play some opening clips and everything. I like the collection. I like the look of the packaging in the first place. It comes with like a little card that's got Amanda on mine. I think everyone might have slightly different pictures, but that was pretty cool. The knee sleeves, the singlet, the shirt, the wrist wraps all look really nice also. So we'll be doing a very detailed review. I'm going to compare the Phantom collection to some of the older collections, and I'll let you guys know what my thoughts are, and I'll also show you what the new collection looks like on this video, as me also wearing it in person. So first up, the one that everyone will be waiting for, and probably the most important thing you want to know in this video, we'll just get right into it, the singlet. Now the SBD Phantom singlet is pretty much all black to an extent. There is a slight grey on the outlook of the SBD logo itself, but it's pretty much a full black kit. I really like the Phantom. It seems like the Phantom, the material used for the Phantom is also slightly different again, very similar to what they did for the Defy collection, where it was a summer range and they made it like almost a lighter material. The Phantom is also slightly, just a little bit thicker, I believe. It feels tighter than so if I was going to compare to Defy, it's definitely a lot tighter and a little bit heavier than the Defy. And also in comparison to the Phoenix, for example, it's tighter than the Phoenix even. So I do really like this collection. It's a tighter fit, very thick material. I'll be very interested to see what it feels like when I'm squatting in it. But you've finally got your all black singlet that everyone's been screaming for. Looks really nice in combination with the standard comp tees and the general tees. Both of them you can go with. I think they both look amazing because it's an all black singlet, it's an all black kit. In fact, this also goes really well with the standard SBD singlets with the red logo. Fits really nicely. It's a versatile singlet and one that you can use irrespective. So I am a 105 athlete. I currently wear around 106, give or take. I'm about 6'1", and I wear a size extra large. I'm a bit on the leaner side, a bit. So extra large fits perfectly fine for me, but I always recommend going with a tighter fit rather than a double XL, which I have tried before and it just felt too loose and there was a lot of material on the sides. So I always go with a tighter fit for the SBD material, and also over time they don't necessarily lose tightness, but they'll just fit your body a bit better. And it's also nice having like a tight fit around the quads and hamstrings, especially to make the hamstrings look really nice if you've got a decent sizing on them. Now, next up on your most likely priority list for what you want to see in this video will be the knee sleeves. Now, the SBD knee sleeves are really, really nice. I like these ones. So just a quick overview. I currently have the Phantom with me. I have the standard original one, and I also have the Defy. Now, when the Defy came out, like I mentioned previously, it was a summer range collection, and you could almost feel it. Like the first time I wore the Defy out of the package, I could get to my knees relatively easy. Now I wear mediums, so it should be a tight fit. And the Defy is slightly different. They're very good material in the sense of they're lighter and stretchier, but you can also feel tight when you wear them, but not necessarily as super compressed. Not that it makes much of a difference, because I have done some squat sessions with the Defy, which I've really liked. They don't squeeze my knees as much, and I have a bit of knee issues, but the Phantom is a thick material. I think if you like thicker knee sleeves, you really like this one. It's a thick, tougher material, which you also notice as we go along with everything within the Phantom. I think they've stepped up with this one. Actually, funny enough, I weighed all three of them, so now the Phantom is actually the heaviest. So the Phantom comes to about 185 grams of neoprene material inside this knee sleeve itself. This will vary slightly via material. I don't think SBD keeps a very tight guidelines on making these, but these are heavier in comparison to the originals, which are around 180 grams. So the Phantoms are 185, the originals are 180, and then the Defys are 150 grams. So a lot less material inside these ones, but I think the summer collection, they're lighter, a springier feel to them. But so far the Phantoms are tight. Like putting them on the first time, it's a really, really hard drag, especially for mediums, which I wear. Overall, the labeling is perfectly fine. It's your standard SBD knee sleeves. You know the quality is always going to be there irrespective. Very good knee sleeves. I'm excited to see how they feel when I do my squats. Since they're brand new mediums, I might save them for a heavy squat session and see how that goes. I always tend to save like my new knee sleeves for like a heavy session, maybe closer to Euros. I'll see and I'll try them out and let you guys know what they feel like once I squat with them. But overall, amazing look, amazing feel to them. All black. No grey, no nothing on the sides. It's a full black all knee sleeve that everyone's been screaming for, especially. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one and have fun with it. Next up on the list of things to compare will be the wrist straps. Now I only have the flexible wrist straps with me because I don't use the stiff, but pretty much it's your regular wrist straps. The flexible and the stiff will always be to the highest quality. One little thing to mention will be the material for the flexible is slightly stiffer. I don't know if this is just me. I might ask people around and see what they think. But yeah, it fits really, really nicely. The wrist straps are good quality, nice and flexible. But these ones are also, like I mentioned before, just a little bit stiffer than your regular flexible wrist straps, which I think I would like. Although I only really use wrist straps for squats, not so much for bench. But again, all black. The same little grey detail around the SBD logo. But the knee sleeves look very similar, very good. In comparison to the other previous models, especially the Defy, I would say it's a slightly, so I have got the Defy here with me, which is a little bit, it's not as thick or as firm as the Phantom, and it's more closer to the original kind of feel. But both things, it is a flexible. It's not going to be a lot considered. It's nothing compared to the stiff by any chance. I've also got the long, just because I like that casting effect you get once you have multiple layers of wraps over your wrist. But so far, I do really like when you get your packaging, the wrist straps stand out a lot, and like the all black feel to it. It's really good. I mean, I like this Phantom collection already, just because I don't necessarily wear collections when I train. I kind of mix and match. If you've got the Phoenix is hard to mix and match with multiple things, but the Phantom will go perfectly well with every single thing that you want to wear with, even just regular gym clothes. So yeah, the wrist straps are really nice, and hopefully you guys have some fun training them and get some nice bench PRs. Next up, we have the SBD Comp tees, or these are just the regular tees I have in my hand. The regular tees have the big SBD logo on the chest, while the Comp tees will have the smaller SBD logo on the chest. Comp tees are Comp tees, perfectly fine. The fit of the SBD shirt has always been good. The one thing I noticed while putting this on was that the neck felt higher, so it was a higher, more stiff neckline. So I have my red SBD shirt on right now. You can see the neck. I have worn this a few times, and one thing you notice with the SBD shirts is especially if you have a very aggressive bench, these can kind of stretch a little bit. It's not aggressive, it's not by a lot, but they will stretch a little bit. With the latest SBD shirt, with the way the neckline feels, it's a lot higher and a lot tighter to the neck. So I believe that this would actually last a lot longer when you're benching with them, and you get less of that dragging effect. I haven't benched in these yet, so I will bench in the session and I'll let you know what I think about it. But just based off feel, the neckline feels a lot better in comparison to the previous models. I'm very excited to bench in these and see how long they last, because I have damaged some of my SBD shirts with that very aggressive neck setup, especially if you're benching with a band on the bench. But with these ones, it feels like they will stay firm, they won't degrade very quickly, and the neckline will stay very good. So next up in the collection, we have the tank tops. Now the tank tops are very similar to the Defy collection in terms of feel. The only thing I would say is that the Phantom feels slightly, again, tighter fit. I always go a size down. So for the tank top, I currently wear a size large. An extra large is just a bit too big on the frame, especially with a tank top. You want a tighter fit, so I always go with a size large for the tank tops. The Phantom, similar to the Defy collection tank tops, they're both really nice, both really good, fit really nicely around the shoulders. They've got a nice little cut around the sides to fit better around the hips. So it's a very good tank top, one you can wear. We're going into the winter months, so when a tank top might not be the best thing in the gym, but if you've got a warm gym with heating and you're trying to hit a good bench session or upper body session, grab one of these tank tops and you're going to have a good session overall. And then we have the socks. So we have the deadlift socks, we have the trainer, and we have the sports socks. So the sports are just the general long length ones, while the trainers are slightly shorter in length. All of these have the standard SBD design, which will contain the ribbed design at the bottom of the sole to help you stay rigid and firm within the shoes, or if you're going to deadlift without shoes, they have a ribbed or a bit of a friction at the bottom so that you don't necessarily slip around and lose your footing, especially inside your shoe if you're going to be wearing like heels, for example. So these help you feel nice and locked in. The deadlift socks are very good. Nice long length. I feel like they're slightly different to the thigh, because of the thigh you had a bit of extra material at the top which kind of almost cover the knees. These feel a little bit shorter, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty nice. The deadlift socks, again, nothing necessarily special, but it's the same design, all black apart from the little SBD logo here at the top with the grey highlighting and the SBD sign itself. I generally wear the deadlift socks every single time. They help keep your shin from scraping when deadlifting, and then the sports socks with your squat shoes or your bench shoes or whatever you want to wear. These go really nicely with general wear overall. And then finally we have the SBD beanies. So now that we're going into the winter months, you'll probably be wearing one of these ones in a while. So they fit really nicely. I do like them, especially as the weather starts to get a lot colder, and here in the Newcastle, which is basically the north of the UK, it can get very, very cold sometimes. So grabbing a beanie during the training months would be really good. A nice head warmer and keep your training on point. The SBD beanies are always really nice fit to them. I do enjoy them, and I think the all black color is a very versatile color, one that you can even wear outside of gym itself or even in training. So it would be nice to wear this around. I'll probably put this with my normal general outfits in general, but yeah, the beanies are nice, a good fit to them. Very quick advice, do not machine wash these. I made the mistake of putting this in the washing machine and tumble drying it. I think maybe tumble drying was the main issue, but it destroys the head warmers by a lot. So don't shove them inside your washing machine, or don't tumble dry them. I think tumble drying it was probably the main issue with me. You can probably wash them by hand. I'll probably just stay with washing them by hand. Also, these ones don't contain the grey highlighting, so it's pretty much all black, which is really nice. It's a subtle logo this time with the SBD logo on the beanie itself. So I like the head warmers. I'm gonna definitely be using them as the winter months come about, and we're gonna see how it goes. But overall, I really do like the Phantom collection. I absolutely love the packaging it came with. That was really fun, and it was nice reviewing these. I'm definitely going to be putting them through training sessions as I get closer to Euros, and then we'll see how they feel and how they fit. I'm excited for the shirt. I really like the normal comp t-shirt, and also the tank top. I think the all black tank top that's one I've been looking forward to for a while. You can just wear all black tank top, you can wear it anywhere you want to go. The wrist straps are very good. They stick out. Once you get them, they stick out by a lot, so I really like that. And then the singlet has a nice tight feel to it, which I'm excited to see how it feels when you're squatting and potentially deadlifting, see how it feels around that leg area, because sometimes I've got slightly big legs, so sometimes it can feel too tight or it can just feel perfect, and then you've got a nice little compression effect in that area. Even though there's no compression, it's an SBD comp singlet, so there's no compression in the singlet itself, but just that tighter material gives you that false impression of being compressed in the area. So thank you very much for getting to the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. If you're going to grab the Phantom tee, let me know, the Phantom collection, let me know if there's anything within this that you like, that you want to grab, how this stacks up against the other collections that you might have. So thank you so much for getting to the end of the video. If you have any questions, if there are anything you want to know, just a quick, I wear size mediums for my knee sleeves, I wear size extra large for my shirt, I wear size large for my tank top, and my singlet is also an extra large. Those are my sizes in general. I'm a 105 kg athlete and I'm roughly about 6'1". So if you have any questions, please put it down in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. So thank you so much for getting to the end of the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.